So now I think my comment section has become the room to express female desire or even male desire. I mean, there are quite a few boys also there. I made a couple of reels addressing this thing. So I said, hi guys, especially girls. So the boys felt bad. They said, why are you saying especially girls? Hello.
Hi. You're looking damn cool.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you so much. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Okay, so since we are sitting at a restaurant, let's start with some food questions.
Food questions.
Yes.
Okay, sure.
A dish that instantly reminds you of your home.
I think it would be Rajma Chawal. I think I give this answer a lot in my interviews. So my mother watches my interviews. So now every time I'm going home, I know the first day without me asking for it and without any planning, she will make Rajma Chawal because she's figured from my interviews. Because
Your favorite cuisine?
ऐसा नहीं है. I think I like to be open. It's like genres. I like all genres. I like all cuisines.
Do you cook?
I cooked a lot in lockdown. In fact, in lockdown, I was cooking every day because my flatmate who was living with me at that time, he didn't know how to cook. So we kind of divided our chores. We used to joke that we were like that sexless married couple in lockdown. वो just like साथ में रहते हैं, काम बांटे हुए हैं और बाकी कुछ नहीं है.
Okay, if there was a Chitwan special on the menu, what would it be?
Maybe something like a bhang pakoda. I don't know. I think bhang will fit into the kind of person he is. And pakoda is just like, it's instant happiness, right? So pakoda gives you instant happiness for like 5-10 minutes and the bhang will just probably stretch in that for hours.
You've been a Versova boy.
Mostly, yes.
Mostly. Your journey from Delhi to Bombay.
Yeah.
How did it start for you?
After college, I moved to Pune. I was working there in an office. I used to wear like formal clothes, wear a tie sometimes. So all of that, like proper corporate consulting life I had. From Pune, I moved to Bombay. So yeah.
What got you to the city?
Acting, I would say. I had gotten attached to stage acting.
Okay.
And those 3-4 months have now become
Years.
15 years now.
Okay, as a Delhiite, how has your life in Mumbai been like?
I mean, it's been pretty comfortable here. I think I love Mumbai for the fact that it just absorbs you. It can throw you off in the beginning because it seems noisy and crowded and just too many people running everywhere. Just that pace takes getting used to. Because once you get used to this, then there is no other city in the country that can provide you what Mumbai can provide you.
When you were growing up, did you know that time that you...
No idea. In fact, even when I was in college, I had no idea. Even when I was acting on stage in college, I had no idea that this was going to be a profession.
So, one stereotype about IIT grads you're tired of hearing?
I think they're just like not seen as cool for some reason.
Stage or screen, where do you feel most yourself?
No, it feels like I'm just. It's like now two equally loved children that you will be unfair to one if you take one name. I mean that's what it is right now. But definitely a decade ago I would have said stage.
Okay, you have done drama and comedy both. Which one's your favorite?
They're all my favorite. I think I've always found it hard to give these favorite answers and choose between this and that. I always fear getting boxed. This has been like, I think from childhood. A lot of people ask, what's your favorite color or who's your favorite actor? And I always struggled. And I do not strongly feel about this one color or that one actor.
What's your favorite color?
What's my favorite color?
How does Amol unwind? When you have the time in Bombay, what are you doing?
I am mostly lying down, horizontal. I think that's me conserving energy for when I have to actually go out and do something.
Any role model in the industry if you have?
I mean, I'd love to have a legacy like Fahad Fazil. His body of work is too good. And it is varied and it is unexpected and is always surprising with his characters. And he would do like lead parts, he would do small parts, and he's created a group of people. He's created a company called Fahad Fazil and Friends. And the kind of cinema they are making, it's envious.
When you were growing up, your favorite films those days?
Dil Chahta Hai. And it blew my mind. So I was just like, what is this? Can a film also be like this? It was so new because remember in around that time, I mean, we were dancing to Kaho Na Pyar Hai and all of that as young kids. But suddenly Dil Chahta Hai was like, what is this? I have to watch it again just to understand what this is, and it's so much fun. Why is this so much fun? I hope they don't catch me for it now. I remember watching a pirated version of it because those cable TV sometimes will just show you the film one day before the release or the night of the release. So I saw it before everyone else in my circle or my friends or my school. And I remember going to school the next day and trying to explain to them what I saw and how good it was. And I was just like, it's so funny, but it's the kind of funny that we have never seen.
Any favorite actors that time you had when you were a kid?
I used to love Rishi Kapoor. He was my first favorite actor. The first answer probably that I ever gave in life when somebody asked me who my favorite actor was. Also probably because he was the first actor I saw on the big screen. I think he was Bol Radha Bol, or around that time Deewana, one of those. I think so that attachment never goes. He's almost like your first actor on the big screen, and charming. Of course, he was charming and good looking and all of that. And a lot of people used to say that I look like him. I don't know if it is true or not. In fact, I was once cast as a young Rishi Kapoor in a play.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How do you see the portrayal of female desire in cinema evolving?
I think there is some portrayal now, firstly. Maybe earlier it was hardly addressed. The desire was mostly of men, and the women were surrendering or submitting to that desire. But now I think in a lot of films and shows we have characters, female characters, women characters who have sexual agency, who express their desire on screen. Even off screen, I think women are expressing themselves much more than 20 years ago, 30 years ago, or like 100 years ago. So, bhul hi jao. Yeah, it could also be because of social media.
Correct.
Like my social media right now, I have a lot of insight into female desire last couple of weeks. And I do feel like this was impossible 20 years ago. Like for so many women to say these kind of things, they had no platform to.
So mainly according to you, even I think it's social media which has changed.
It is social media which is, because it's a safe space. You can say or write those things and without having to like worry about very strong repercussions of.
I want to know about your veins. Why are people...
No, I have no idea why, but yes, there are a lot of compliments, and they're not even just compliments. There is some kind of, how do they say in the Gen Z language, thirsting after the veins. I had no idea that this was something that I could charm the ladies with. When I was growing up, I thought this was, I would have liked them to not be so like this, right? I used to look at my hands, I used to look at my grandmother's hands, I used to say, कि यार मुझे क्यों मिल गया ये सब? Why do I have old people's hands? There are a couple of times when I was shooting for an ad or something, so they wouldn't take my hand shot because it just suddenly looked like somebody else's hands, right? If you just took a close up of this, it doesn't look like Amol's hand. It looked like, maybe it's some old person. So
what kind of comments do you get?
All kinds. So now I think my comment section has become the room to express female desire or even male desire. I mean, there are quite a few boys also there. So it's an inclusive space.
Inclusive.
It doesn't exclude anyone. In fact, I made a couple of reels addressing this thing. So I said, hi guys, especially girls. So the boys felt bad. They said, why are you saying especially girls? We're also sending you so much love and so many messages. So I said, chalo, fair enough. It's not only girls, it's especially girls. And because majority of them are girls, of course.
Can you show your veins on camera?
now, this is, if somebody asked a woman, can you show this part of your body a little bit for the camera? I don't think it will fly. I don't know how to show now. I don't know. ऐसा है यार, देखो ऐसे करने से गायब हो जाता है थोड़ा सा.
What?
ऐसे करने से आ जाता है. I think the blood flows, no? When the blood flows down, see?
Oh my God!
Like this.
What is that?
Yeah, and I'm not. It's not that I'm not. Some people think I'm not well, or I have some disease, or I'm taking some drugs, and all. And none of that. It's always been like this. I have pictures of myself when I was 16. It was like this one. My dad also has the same thing. Which is why I used to look at my dadi's hands and be like, "Arey, ye kya same mere ko kyun de diya?" She's so old. I'm not old. But yes, it is apparently. Yeah, it's a sex symbol now. I don't know what to do about it now.
So you love traveling. Anything on your travel bucket list?
Lots of places. I haven't traveled enough. And I open my Instagram and everybody is traveling to these fancy places and northern lights and कोई sea के नीचे है, कोई हवा के ऊपर है, कोई every day somebody is like jumping out of a plane or something, and I'm sitting in Warsaw drinking my coffee.
Any recent travel story that totally changed your perspective?
Oh, I had a very interesting Bangkok trip. I mean, many people's Bangkok trips are very interesting, but ours were very interesting in a very different way. We were there on the day of the earthquake. It was very scary and very sad also on that day because we didn't know what was happening. I remember feeling like my head was spinning. I thought, oh, maybe I partied too much. And I looked at my friend and she's like, maybe I partied too much. My head is spinning. And then I was like, no, maybe my head's not spinning. No, it's the ground that's spinning. And so we rushed out of the airport, and then of course the news started to come in, and we also started getting videos and pictures. All those horrific buildings are crashing. Our parents are worried. They're like, "ये क्या हो रहा है? बच के रहो." The city got shut down. We were in the car for 5 hours.
And you just landed.
We had just landed at the airport.
Oh my god.
So we were at the. I was buying coffee at the airport, and then suddenly, I felt like, वो चक्कर आ रहा है क्या पता नहीं. And I looked down and I saw the world move a little bit, and I realized it was an earthquake. I said, chal, let's coffee. I was supposed to get my coffee, we just ran out. And then after 5 minutes, I had to come back, and I came back for my coffee. So coffee nahi chodunga, I paid for it. And then, one thing I noticed very strongly that day, we were in Bangkok, we were in the traffic for 5 hours. The whole city was jammed. Everybody is on the road, and everybody is in the car or just standing by the side of the road. The whole population of Bangkok is on the road, but I didn't see a single person breaking a law, breaking a line, fighting, arguing. You are stuck there for 6 hours, but I didn't see any vehicle trying to cut. In those 6 hours of traffic, the rightmost lane was empty because that's supposed to be for ambulances and emergency vehicles. I didn't see a single car trying to take advantage of that, saying कि अरे खाली तो है, but not a single person trying to edge their way through it or trying to, patience. अगर line में खड़े तो line में खड़े हैं.
You were there for how many days?
2 days in Phuket, and this was supposed to be our only day in Bangkok, but this was spent, half the day was spent in the car. By evening, I think they had started checking in people into the hotel. Then there was a weird, funny fight between us कि ऊपर वाला रूम लेना चाहिए कि नीचे वाला रूम लेना चाहिए, क्योंकि समझ लगा कि नहीं ऊपर आएगा तो earthquake आएगा तो फिर क्या होगा, ऊपर ज़्यादा फील होता है. I said, but tsunami आएगा तो फिर नीचे. So I was, because everyone was so fried. I remember it was such a bizarre scene. I thought this could be in a film where people are fighting over tsunami आया तो क्या होगा और earthquake आया तो क्या होगा, and what has more chances, and everybody's like, no, when earthquake happens then earthquake वापस नहीं आता है, tsunami आता है. It's a weird fight. Let's just check into the room.
You often speak up about mental health. How do you stay grounded in the chaos of this whole film world and city?
Chaos तो दुनिया में ही है, लाइफ में ही है. आई थिंक फिल्म वर्ल्ड हो या ना हो, फिल्म वर्ल्ड में शायद इसलिए है ज़्यादा थोड़ा सा कि थोड़ा अनसर्टेनिटी है, थोड़ा सा इंस्टेबिलिटी है. यू ऑल्सो कीप जंपिंग प्रोजेक्ट्स, यू कीप मीटिंग न्यू पीपल, यू कीप मेकिंग न्यू रिलेशनशिप्स, एंड देन वो पुराना नया सब मिक्स हो जाता है. सो देयर इज नो ग्राउंडिंग. आई थिंक इट इज, that's when I realized that there is so much happening always, and there are always new things happening. I've already met like 4 new people today, and probably by the end of this day I would have met 4, 10, 20 more people. If I go to an event tonight, I may have met like 40 new people. Some of them I may connect with, some of them I may not connect with, some of them may end up becoming friends over a long term, who knows. So this always churn. Now that grounding I can find either in my books or in myself or in a lover or in my family or in some friends. Right now I think for me it's a mix of all of them.
Do you reply to DMs?
DMs I can reply to a comment, but I don't reply to a DM. I think that idea of that private one-on-one engagement, that is not something I want to, that expectation I don't want to build with people in general.
So what do you think about the Gen Z and the Gen Z lingos?
I love them. They are very cool, and they are irreverent. I think irreverence is something I've always admired in people. I've always tried to inculcate in my work, and I think Gen Z is irreverent to a fault sometimes. Sometimes I'm like, bhai kuch to seriously le lo yaar.
I want to ask you, what does soft launch mean?
I know all of these things.
You know?
I know all of these things. Soft launch is like announcing that you may have a girlfriend or a boyfriend without really giving too many details about it. Maybe we'll hide the face or वो जो कई बार हाथ होता है ऐसे. और
Not bad.
सब देखा है मैंने. यार Instagram, I spend a lot of time on Instagram. Horizontal.
Horizontal. Riz.
Riz is charisma.
Beige flag.
Beige flag. I think ये तो फिर वही रेड का ही कोई माइल्डर वर्जन होगा. I'm assuming.
Minor
ऐसे ही.
version. I like your answer. It's actually
Like
not
रेड और
red.
ग्रीन के बीच में होगा. But रेड और ग्रीन मिलके तो पर्पल बनता है I think. नहीं? Sorry, what is my color knowledge?
It's actually like there's no red flag to it, but it's not like go for it also. So I think boring date, beige flag.
So red is exciting.
Red is like warning.
Yeah, but is that red is good or not good? Not good, na?
Mid.
Hints of red. Mid. He's mid. Mid red. Right, mid.
It's like
It's
how was the
like
date?
average.
Average. That is the right word.
Okay, how was the film? Mid. Yeah.
No, my next
was
was
the- okay.
next was what's mid. You.
Okay.
What is mid?
The mid only.
Beige is done. Now
Beige
Mas-
is done.
Now I'm asking you, what is mid?
Mid is beige. Beige is mid. Right. That's what we were saying. Mid is like average, like
Yeah,
we just
yeah,
discussed. So average red is beige and mid is average.
Okay, I'm very confused.
Come on, keep up with it.
Okay, now since you're talking about trends, what do you think about Labubu?
यार ये मैंने word देखा है. I've seen some memes around it, but I don't exactly know what it is. I know it's some kind of doll, right? And it's some kind of weird doll. It looks very weird. It has some weird teeth, some big smile. I saw a picture because I saw a meme about how many Labubu dolls have been sold in a day or something. And of course, it wasn't some crazy number. I don't even know if it's true or not. Who knows
It
what
is
is true on
true.
Instagram? Who knows what is true on Instagram anymore?
I have-
like those numbers. Oh, इतना million कुछ भी लिख देते हैं यार लोग. What is the source?
Give it to him. Give it.
That's a handmade Labubu.
Yeah, that's Labubu.
Okay.
If your life had a tagline, what would it be?
If he had wings, he would have been an angel. Of course. Don't take yourself too seriously. I was gonna say that. I think that's the tagline. Don't take yourself too seriously.
Nice. What's next for Amol?
I have to go meet someone right now. Then I have to.